take Q4 profits. You got to remember these people want money for the end of the year too. So we're at $27,000 for the end of Q3, which is a good chance they want to finish the year around 32, 34.
Bigs and Bogs.
Just fucking do it.
Just fire it out. Like it,
You don't even have to go to a 1-2-5 if we just fucking do that.
People usually say I talk too fast. Oh, hey guys, welcome back to your Future Hand with Bigs and Bogs. I'm Marty Boggs.
And I'm Julian Jake.
And we got Spencer on Sound and Screens. Thanks for joining us today, folks. We'd like to come at you once a week or so and talk about this transitioning world of finance and go over some subjects that we do believe will benefit your future hand, simply because it's benefited ours. Folks, yes, we do believe we are here to help you, so please help us by smashing that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. Let us know where you're from and what you think, and let's get right into it. What are we up to today, and how can we plan for tomorrow? Julian.
Thanks, Marty. Good to be back. Quarter 3 just closed. September closed quarter 3 of the year 2023. We're going to talk about that. This episode is just basically the market scope. What's going on? What can we expect towards the end of 2023 and moving into 24? Let's get into it.
What's in store for Q4?
Market scope.
Markets go.
Okay, so we are looking at the Bitcoin versus US dollar chart on the monthly time frame. So each one of these candles represents 1 month in time. This goes all of Bitcoin's history back to the beginning since it's been charted on TradingView here. So just wanted to show, zoomed out actually, this is what I want to show is this progressive channel basically that's been happening over the last 10 years. So you can see this is where Bitcoin started. And I'm not going to count this really. This is just kind of the shaky start, people learning whatever it was, the initial investors selling off and taking those profits, yada, yada. But now we've come up into here and over the last, what are we looking at here? So May of 2013. So basically for the last 10 years, we've been inside this really nice progressive trend. We're still in there. So let's get zoomed in and see what the fuck is going on.
Zoom it in.
Let's zoom it in. Let's see what's going on. So back to there. So we're going to go back to the 2018 bull run is where I've decided to put these trend lines in from. I think they are substantial, and you can see that we're playing them pretty nicely. So still inside of this channel, we can see the two sides, top and bottom of the ascending channel that we have here, and we are still above that. So now this other line of support, which I thought and hoped we keep as support, is this green line. So first resistance after the 2018 bull run, resistance again after the 2018 bull run, and then the breakout and retest right here before the massive run to $69,000. So very important in my opinion. And then we have
it was very important for that breakout. That's why we saw what we did see. So
exactly
significant.
And so to get back above that line is what I was hoping we see.
Yeah.
Also significant. Okay, so we're looking at the 1 month time frame right now, and I have this resistance was candle wicks. So these are monthly candle wicks. Obviously, the weeklies are a little bit different, but that's why I added in this other line of resistance, which became the support of the $15,000 bottom, right? So this was the axis point of not only this resistance line, but the bottom of that ascending channel going all the way back.
Which led you to call that bottom in the first place.
Exactly. And I did call that bottom a month before it happened. And I hate fucking bragging about that shit on the show. I really fucking do.
It is what it is, man. That's
but
why
it
we're
is what
documenting
it is.
stuff.
What it is. I fucking hate trying
That's
to
why we're here.
my ego.
That's why we're here. We're here to help.
Yeah. So so we've now got above the green line again, still in this ascending orange channel that I've got here. So let's just see what's going on the last close here. So Q3, we just closed this month. We didn't see much in September, just average price action. Nothing's really happened. And I did expect a dump to come into October. So you can see this monthly close has closed a bit above this green line. And I have this other red line I've had here for the rest of the year too. That's sitting about 25.9 right now, and that's going to be the access of this green support line as well. So good chance that we see another move down in the next couple of weeks. And I honestly think that they could have a little bit more pump here to fake you guys out in October.
Yeah,
Q3 ended.
It's all about trapping.
Maybe
right?
they push up a little more, and pushing up a little more looks like 28.2 to possibly 28.9. 29K before pushing you back down to retest 25.9.
The whole market is about trapping liquidity,
Right.
right? So they want to make you think it's going to $1 million, and they want you to buy
Yeah.
high, and then they want to make you think it's going to zero, and they want you to sell low, right? So like you said, probably a little bit of a pump, but keep in mind, everybody thought that September was going to be a red month, September, right? It is traditionally has been, but they also say
September did fuck all.
yeah, well, I mean, it was ended up a green month, but now October is traditionally
Right.
green, and everybody probably thinks that's going to be Rocktober, and it's going to go break the 31,000. But
Yeah, I don't
think
know. Tough
October
to-
is going to close.
Tough
red,
to say.
personally.
So I put this. This is our RSI. So this is our relative strength index for the move and what's going on. So this is still on the monthly time frame, and I like to mark my lines generally at every 10%. So I like to have the 50 because above 50 is when we're going to see some bull run. Below 50 is when we can possibly see some bear action. Right. So I've got this other line because we didn't quite. Well, we did make it down to the 40. So there's the test on the 40 there. We came down, hit 40%. Tried to retest 50% RSI, and we've failed. We came down, and we're now just below it,
which
right?
is good. It's too soon.
So we're just below 50% coming into October and Q4 of 2023, and we're going to see if this reacts and tries to get above the 50%. But I think we could go into this week and see a little bit of positive price action. But then another dump is coming. I honestly believe another dump is coming.
It has to. They need
we
to
can
trap
see
shorts. Or
we
they
can
need to trap
see
the longs, right?
yeah, and we can see that we have this double top.
Trap shorts.
We can see that we have this double top well above 70% into the overbought area, and it's a good chance we come down to test some lower areas. But the monthly chart, I wanted to say that this year was the lowest that the RSI on the monthly chart has ever come. So I do think that it's possible that they make you think it's going to dump into the abyss. I've now added a line at 45%, which I don't generally do on any charts. I usually go 10%. But I've added this line at 45%, and if we do see the fake you out, test the 50, dump you again.
You know what's funny on that note? Who tweeted this morning? Get out of crypto while you still can.
Fuck off.
Jim Cramer.
Oh, fucking Jim Cramer.
This morning.
Shut the fuck up.
Tweeted, get out of crypto
He's a
while
fucking
you still
idiot.
can.
It doesn't matter. This is why
He's doing his job. His job is to trap traders, to trap
that's
liquidity.
fair.
Right?
Yeah, if
That's his job.
If you're a major idiot on mainstream fucking somewhere talking about finance, like that guy is asinine, dude. I hate listening
He's
to that
great
guy.
at what he does.
Is
Just
he,
like
though?
you gotta you think of it in a different state of mind. He does exactly what his job entitles him to do, and that's trap liquidity, get people to put money in when they shouldn't, get people to take money out when they shouldn't. That's how the market works. Same thing with your politicians.
How does he sleep at night?
Same with the politicians. It's
does
all
he
to mess
fucking
with
sleep
you.
at
It's all
night?
to manipulate you. It's all to get you to do what they want you to do, so that they can get rich. not
So
you.
I'll zoom back in here. I did think if we got below this green line, I didn't think it was possible to dip out of this area and get into this box here, but we stayed above. I do want to look at the 3-month chart because honestly, I feel like the 3-month chart is where whales are hanging out. And if we look at the 3-month chart and the lines I've got, so we've got the ascending channel that Bitcoin's been in the last 10 years, right? But if we zoom in and see this last close,
Well, look at all those whales hanging out in there.
yeah, there's so many whales, bro.
This is definitely Whales Club right here.
I can't sing like a whale. Fucking. Anyway, but if you look at it on the monthly candle shows that we closed well above this line, right? But if I look at the 3-month chart, this closed. Well, I guess
Pretty
it
well
is
right on it.
slightly above, but it's right on it,
Yeah.
and we're right on also the ascending orange line, this channel for the last 10 years, right? So this is where. If it gets below this, that is a massive structure change in this market because that's going to break a 10-year long trend, right? So it's
Which I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick wick down.
Yeah,
To trap the
it's-
liquidity, to get a bunch of people to stack shorts, and then
before
that's
the
then
next
we're
halving. Because
exactly.
if they've now learned the halving cycle and they need to learn to manipulate it to stay on top,
Yep.
they've accumulated enough over the last year in the bear market that they could push it down out of
which we saw in Q1.
out of this 10-year long progressive trend.
Yeah.
Which would be the last fake out moving into the halving, which is
Exactly.
about 5 months from now, right?
Exactly.
So,
It would make sense. It would make sense.
yeah, I mean, and a couple weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago, I made the call of Bitcoin closing at $27,000 between 27 and 28 for September. and we're right on that line, $27,133 at the time of
Yeah.
closing or filming this video. So
Yeah.
we're bang on here, and like I said,
they're gonna
a
end the year
few months away.
crashing the markets,
Yeah.
getting everybody scared, getting everybody to sell their positions.
Well,
And then they're going to start talking about elections.
yeah.
And the whole time, next year, when you're not
Election
paying
year, it's
attention to
wild.
the financial system, but you're paying attention to the bullshit elections, they're going to
Yeah.
pump the price. So do not even worry about what's going on in the polls because it's a shit show. It's all fake. It doesn't even matter.
It's
Pay
such a
attention
joke,
to
bro.
how you can change your life financially.
No, just
Stay focused.
Pay attention to what the fucking elites are investing in. That's it.
Exactly. They pay to put the shit show on so that you stay
Right.
distracted. Like that's how it works. So we were just talking.
And I don't know.
They don't get elected
for,
because of the world changing. They get elected on how they trade.
for
Okay?
3-month candles. I'm doing pretty good. I did hope actually that this would close a little more similar to the last
No hope in trading, bro.
3-month candle, but it's still pretty good. It came above the green line, right? So we still had these, like I said, 2 really slow 3-month candles after that pump at the beginning of the year. This is why I've been chilling out, and
Of
now
course.
this is where we're going to see whatever this reaction is, right? Because October's generally going to be some sort of fucking weird event
Yeah.
in the news that's maybe going to dump the price before it goes back up to take Q4 profits. You got to remember these people want money for the end of the year too. So we're at $27,000 for the end of Q3, which is a good chance they want to finish the year around 32, 34. Now, I'm just speculating from now. The market could very much change, and my opinion could
course.
very much change.
Every day.
Right? I have to pay attention to the market. This is a volatile market, and anything in the news can change what the market is doing, right? So we don't know, but this is what I'm looking at. If I see that Q3 closed, they were happy closing Q3 and the price at $27,000.
And that's why we draw these lines in the sand, right? To find our definitive bias, whether we're up, down, bull, bear,
right.
whatever
So
we see. Right?
if the elites and
all
the
based on
whales
information.
and investment firms are wanting to take profits for Q4,
And every day the paper boy brings more.
right? So maybe it's only
Every
30K,
fucking
maybe it's
day.
only 29K, maybe it goes down to the low of what is this here? Like I don't know why I don't think that low.
Well,
but like 19K. Some
just-
people are talking 19.5.
So we have on-chain analysis in crypto, and that's really the pearly gates, if you will. And on Bookmaps, it says that there's a lot of liquidity sitting down in the 24 and the 23.4 range. So for us to dip down in on your quarterlies there with a big wick down to mid 23s would make complete sense to me to stop out, to close out a bunch of liquidity, to grab a bunch of liquidity from people that have their long stops all the way down there, right? So and there's also a bit of liquidity at 28 too, but the liquidity pool down at 23 is larger, but the 28 is closer. So we might see a bit of a pump to grab the liquidity above us before we see a dump to grab the liquidity below us, scare everybody out of the market.
It'll be a dramatic dump,
Yeah.
and then a fucking pump that you can't catch up to.
Exactly.
That's how it.
That's
fucking
why
works.
you just
look
DCA.
Look at the beginning of this year, dude.
Yeah.
It pumped 100% in fucking 2 months. Like,
Yeah.
that's fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And that 100% pump was only in 7 days.
or 7.
Right? Like it's on there, it says it was that. But if you go down to the weekly, it was literally only a week. It was only like 6 or 7, maybe it was 8 days that 100% pump took place. Right? And I believe it was the first week and a half of January when everybody's Blue Monday and worrying about going back to work and all this other shit is going on. I'm in a bunch of debt. I just bought way too many Christmas presents for my family that I could not afford. So there's no way that I could afford to buy Bitcoin today.
Well, it was
no way I can afford to buy Bitcoin. Oh well, it just pumped 100%. You missed it.
It was a couple.
What?
It was a couple.
You know what's
months.
funny? I bought my wife Bitcoin for Christmas, and she actually was a little bit choked in the beginning. But I was like, just give it a couple weeks, babe. Just give it a couple weeks. And then I was like, a couple weeks later, I was like, so how's that Bitcoin doing? She's like, best gift ever.
But if you look at it, it took a couple months to
It's like,
hit.
see, now you can go out and buy something.
It took a couple months to hit 100%. Like here's the weekly, right? So, and here we got the big bounce. We just
Yeah, it's like, turn a couple $100 into $1,000, and it's like, boom, now you can go buy something
we're gonna
nice.
close this weekly candle here in a few hours, and it's looking like it's trying to fucking do a little
It's
something.
trying
Nice
to
bounce
trying
off
to
the
do something.
support though.
Yeah,
Nice bounce
it's
off the
very
support
nice
here
break,
on the weekly
very
chart.
nice break of resistance, and very nice retest, and is appearing to still hold
And on the-
support. So for
Actually-
me at 27.1, as long as we were holding 27.1, I'm leaning more towards we're going to see 28K. But a lot of the time, like we said in this market, they like to grab liquidity. So there's going to be a bunch of people stacking
And
longs
on the-
right around this area.
On the weekly chart,
They might get stopped out, and we might just see a bull trap.
on the weekly chart, it could actually drop to 23.5 and still be in the ascending orange channel.
That's what I just said.
Right, and
Crazy, eh? Crazy.
and it lines up, right? So this is what I thought too,
On chain,
and
bro,
I
on chain.
thought we could see a dump into October after Q3. So
Check out Glassnode if you want to do some on-chain analysis because they got everything on there. But I think that's a pretty good market scope, folks. So it's going to go up, it's going to go
what
down.
the fuck did you just call me?
Don't be so sensitive, Julian. That was yesterday. All right. Well, guys, you know what? Thanks for sticking around. Hope you're doing good out there. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. Let us know where you're from and what you think. And have yourself a good day. Biggs and Bogs out. Peace.
Glasses. What did you just call me? Asshole.
Glassnode.